Oh man, finally got this frame rack in here. That was terrible. It was hard to pull the freaking trailer out of the icy snow, but I did it. It's here. I honestly don't know how to install this frame rack under the BMW. Either leave these things on and put them right under here, or take them completely off and put the vehicle right on top of the frame rack. But then I will have issues to try to put the tower on the frame rack, because frame rack goes inside, or this goes on top of the frame rack, and if vehicle is gonna be sitting on top of it, that means there's gonna be no space. I guess I can put some 2x4s or something underneath it, but also at the same time I need to tie it somehow. That means, yeah. And also it's been long enough where I can take these clamps off, and hopefully the roof is gonna be okay. By the way, welcome to the channel. We're continuing on wife's X5M competition. Okay, so now it's time to put this underneath it, but it's kind of gonna be a challenge a little. I will put this hand there, drag it inside as much as possible, but then I'm gonna have to bring it back. But you can see there's a crack in the concrete, and it's also higher than this, so it's gonna be a pain to do that, but still needs to be done, and still need to figure it out. How am I gonna be tying this car to it? So I decided I'm gonna chain it to the front of the subframe front, crisscrossed through those, and same thing with the rear end. I don't see any other ways how to hook it up. I have idea to put it under there, but again, the quarter panel doesn't look too bad, so I'm thinking that should be fine. But first I need to get these chains off of here and cut them in half. Finally got the vehicle chained up. Hopefully this is gonna work. I'm really hoping that all of this is gonna work. So what's left is just to try and make some pulls. That means I need to hook up the tower, and after I hook up the tower I will start pulling. I need to grind off this welded plate here, and I'm gonna try to pull it this way. So let's see how everything gonna work. Okay, I pulled this quarter panel as far as I needed, or I think as far as I needed. I also worked at the inner panel, looks decent. So I'm gonna have to take this aside so I can work on this area a little bit more, and I'm ready to start drilling it out. And what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna drill this out and probably gonna cut this quarter panel right here. I don't want to go all the way there, so I think this gonna save me some time to go on the seam sealer here and work on that. So this is gonna be easiest part to cut it. And I also purchased myself those bits. I wanna test it out and see how they work. So this is a point, it's not a drill bit, just a point like this, and there's a spring inside and pushes it in, but you also need this. Hammer it first and drill it. Let's see how this will work, and hopefully this is gonna save me some time. It's holding on, I get it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ah. See all the damage done here, so this needs to be worked out a little bit more better. Kink here, also I need to weld those spots because we brought it back. It needs to hammer it a little. I need to get this wiring off of here and straight out the floor, and also make sure nothing is gonna get burned or damaged. So other than that, coming along pretty good. I'm kinda ready to bring the other quarter panel in and drill it out and start test fitting. I wanna finish with this side completely. Install the doors, so the test fit the doors properly, completely done with this side. So I don't move tools back and forth, you know. I'm completely done with this side, then quarter panels I'm not going to be welding on the frame rack because I always weld quarter panels on the floor when the vehicle sits on the suspension, not in the air. And after we'll finish the other side, which is probably going to be in next episode, we'll work with the front end. By the way, the part's going to be here finally. Ordered them November 28th. Today is January 5, 6. Yeah. Finally. And same thing for the X6.
and it's slightly damaged. Alright, understood. Okay, so what needs to be done? This needs to be ground off carefully. First things first is I need to get this rubber off. This rubber don't care, but I still need it. But then I need to get this seam sealer off, like so, and drill out there, get the hitch off, and get sealer. And then there's plenty to do, so let's just start working on it.
Just do.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Okay, just like that. So, as you can tell, drill out the quarter panel skin, throw it on to see how am I looking and everything. Check it out. It's beautiful. So, what it says and what it tells me, that I probably need to pull this corner a little bit more this way, and also wheel well I didn't do it properly, so I'm gonna have to work with the metal there. So basically kinda where I want it to be, and yes and no, I would love to be way farther, but that's how it is. That's how long it takes, and I'm not trying rushing, I'm just doing, and it goes the way it goes. So yeah, I mean, we did a pretty amazing job in this episode. Quarter panel was drilled out, the vehicle got in the frame, I took a frame off of the snowstorm, not snow pile. So looks like next episode I should be able to test fit this quarter panel completely. Probably not gonna be able to weld it until I get the wiring, but we'll see. Also can to the weekends. So anyway, so the wiring, I can purchase the wiring, no problem. And also gonna work my magic here, gonna cut the quarter panel down here and test fit. And also I don't want to weld the quarter panel while the vehicle sits on the frame rack instead of on the wheels, because it's slightly sagging, I believe. So that's why I need to raise the vehicle, sit on the suspension, and that's when I'm gonna weld the quarter panel. But before I will do that, as you can see, I'm gonna test fitting the doors also to see how the quarter panel looks, if I need to pull the hinges on the vehicle. Also I need to disassemble those doors to work on the frame, on the door frames, so everything fits nice and tight. And of course, after all that, this side gonna be completely done. The rear end is gonna be screwed in. We're gonna move to the side and then to the front end, but that's gonna be in the future episodes. Right now I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button. If you wanna see Inside Scoop before YouTube, check out Instagram. Other than that, I'll catch you next time.